house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.
Well, there were another couple very important points we brought up in the article that y'all helped write with us. Kyle, one of the most important points, if you're considering solar right now.
Yeah, I mean, so look, our rate plans are evolving in a way where it's really advantageous to use energy storage. So if you're shopping for solar and, regardless of who you're shopping with and talking to, and you're not looking at batteries and taking a very, very close look at batteries, you're probably doing yourself a disservice. You're probably leaving money on the table. Because as we spoke about a few minutes ago, those buyback rates from the utilities are going down. So it's becoming more and more advantageous to store your excess solar and use it when you need it. So I would encourage people just to, make sure that you're asking about batteries. You're looking at those options in the battery category and how those interact with the grid and how that can bring incremental savings.
Well, that's kind of a word problem, math question. If I'm buying it at 9 cents and they're buying it back at 3 cents, when's my return on investment?
When is your it's just math. But there's no one size fits all solution. That's another important point to make is that really everybody uses energy a little bit differently. I could live in your house, Rosie, and I would have a very different energy profile than you do. So the house itself is one component, but it's really how your family uses energy, when you use energy, and all that kind of stuff. So we like to think of ourselves as an engineering company first.
You are, and you've proven that.
And we send an engineer out with every system that we design.
And the point I was trying to make is if I'm buying it at 9 cents, I'll never get a payback selling it back at 3. Buy it at 9, right. Hold it, keep it, and consume it. Because if you don't, you're going to be buying at 22 cents on peak.
Right. And I also think it's important to your question a few minutes ago to Russ about battery only. I think that's a perfectly viable solution for people to look at. I just want to remind folks that if energy backup is a motivation for you, i.e. having security during grid outages, you can't refill a battery from the grid if the grid isn't working. So that's really where solar panels and a battery together is still the best option, because you'll always have a way to fill up that battery if the grid goes down.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.